a big city, and Indaiatuba it's a smaller city. And
Why you
yeah.
change?
Yes, I was going to ask this.
Because of safety, here is totally different. This city wins as the second safest city from Brazil to live. So I love the city, and my boyfriend's from here, so yeah, it's better.
Understood.
I am searching here in Indaiatuba. Yes, the second city. It's
More secret.
I check it here. And Gabriel, how about you?
So, hi all, I'm Gabriel. I am 26 years old. I am an electrical engineer and master in electrical engineer too. I work in the TK Elevator, a company that manufactures elevators for the world, global company. And this company, I am the hardware engineer. I work with electronics modules and mainly I develop some device for the elevators, for the lifts, for the escalators too. And also I am the lead of a test lab here in Brazil, in our Latino American reference lab to the company. And I am married with my wife. That is she's a Portuguese teacher, and we have a dog, the Tena, no bridge dog. And I think that's it. I live in one Sonopol near to Porto Alegre here in Rio Grande do Sul, and I am the Grêmio fans. I think that's it.
Very good. And the dog is always here in our meeting.
Yeah. Today is Kitli because I walked with Tena before this meeting to I think that is spend your energy.
Yeah, it makes sense. Very, very good. So I am Ana Clara. I'm from Araruama. As I said, it's in the countryside of Rio de Janeiro. It's like 130 kilometers from the capital. I have been living here since I born. I'm a civil engineer and I work as a customer success in Prevision. Prevision is a platform for management planning. So we work together with some companies in the construction field. And I stay with the engineers and make the adoption of the platform and help them in this journey. I have been here as a hostess on TALKNTALK for a long time. It's 2 years and a little bit more. I forget how many times, but it's really good. Tuesday are some time that I just come to here and talk and know more people. I really love to stay here. And I love going to the beach, surf and stay with my friends. I love staying in the nature, so it's good to live here, have this near me. I don't know if Araruama is safe or a second place more safe to live, but here is very safe. There aren't so many violence, so I can walk and stay with my cell phone, and it's normal. It's different from Rio de Janeiro capital. It's no, I cannot compare, but I think it's I feel safe here. So that's the reason that I still live here as well, the quality of life. I think we can start with the question. I forgot to say that today we have a topic about information. So information in general, like internet, news, BRB. Be right back. Okay, Gabriel. So the first question we can follow, the first one, is what springs to mind when you hear the word information? Natalia, could you start?
I think that information can be everything. We have important information, useless information. So I think depends on what you do with the information that you have. So can be, and not necessarily information is knowledge, because yeah, I don't know. I think that information can be anything and not necessarily
Good point.
knowledge.
Yes, I agree.
So, what springs to mind when I heard the word information? I think information is I don't know, but I would like to say I think that it's a good thing because information is necessary in our world. Normally, when more speed you give these information, it's better because the globalization word that we Natalia when she says information that is I forget. I'm sorry, but
Knowledge.
Yeah, knowledge. Good. I think that's it. And you, Ana Clara?
Yes, I agree. I think what comes to my mind is something, like is something that but not necessarily something important, or as Natalia said, it can be something useless. We have a lot of useless information just to cook our mind. I don't know, like when I use Instagram and see some videos or some gossips, some, I don't know, something that is not important to my mind, but it's information that I can use in a way. So it's, for me, it's just something that and then the next step is to understand if it's important or not, and it has a relation with knowledge or not. Yes. And this second question I was thinking about before the meeting, I am having a lot of information on my job, and it brings me understand if it's being important or there a harmful relation with my the way that I am doing the things, because a lot of information. So are you happy with the amount of information in your head in general about your job or not?
So in this point, I think not AOs are important information, but also I believe that we can think that we always needed to be surrounded by the best knowledge of the culture. You can spend your time talking about anything, for example.
Mm-hmm.
And you, Natalia?
Yeah, I think that I am happy but I think that I have a lot of useless information. I don't know. I feel like when I was a teenager, I was smarter than I am now. Even though I know that I have a lot more information now, but like Ana Clara said, right now we have small pieces of information on Instagram or social media, and we don't need it, but we like to have it. So I don't know. I would like to not have these things in my mind.
Yeah.
Girls, I don't know if my connection or your connection, but it's good for me.
I
It's
think
good
it's
for you?
yours because you were freezing sometimes.
Okay,
But
understand. Okay, maybe my connection.
yes. But Natalia said something about being a teenager or when we were younger. I think when we were younger, we have less information, but more quality. Like we had to study on the school about history and the things that was happening, and we had a lot of good information about this. But today we have just spots and just small parts, and we think we know a lot. I don't know if you already stopped to think about this.
Yes, like on TikTok. I don't have TikTok, but I see the teens. They think that they know a lot of things that they just saw a small video.
Yes.
So yeah, it's totally different.
Yeah, sometimes we just know a little bit and it's enough to live. So with this, we have a lot of points of information, different subjects about, and maybe that's why we have a lot of an amount of information in our head and we can handle with this. So it's difficult. How much useless information do you think you have learned?
Oh,
I
a lot
think-
of. Oh, go ahead, Gabriel.
Okay. So I think this half to half, 50-50. Yeah, because it's for example, in my point of view, I learned about my professional. I spent much time in my graduation, in my technician, in my master degree, and so you necessarily learning so about a much things, but I believe you learn something not necessary. For example, about in my case about Marvel moves and Marvel and stories and DC stories about football clubs and the story of the company and our champions. And I think that's it. But I would like, however, I am the exactly area. I would like to know about the history and the culture of another place is a good, but I think 50-50.
Yes.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I think that I have a lot of useless information, but also I have important information, and I don't know, but sometimes we don't need the information that we have, like gossip. I don't even follow gossip pages, but they came to me.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't like this type of information, but just came to me, and yeah, anyone in the
Yeah.
class.
Yes, I think I have more important but than useless, but I think it's important to have useless to have a balance. So, for example, I was working today and doing my things here and meetings with clients and a lot of information improving the way that I work and the way that I the knowledge about my field. And I was like, oh my God, I just need to see or to watch something random, not about my job, just to relax. So I think we need this useless information. Just stay on Instagram, roll
Yeah, when you say you spend 3 minutes in the Instagram.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So just to have some useless information, to have a balance between good things and things to our improvement on job, on career, or personal life, and the useless ones.
Yeah, and it's good to have useless information sometimes, because I don't know how can I say it, but I expect a lot of things from me. I do you know?
I
Like
didn't-
eu me cobro demais.
Mm,
So when I am doing things like scroll on Instagram, I am always thinking that I could be studying, for example. I don't know how can I say it
yes.
in English, but
No, I got it.
it's yeah, it's good to have this balance.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I feel the same during the weekend, for example. Before before I finished my college, I had a lot of things to do on the weekend. So finish the TCC and study and improve to be promoted on my job, like it's not promoted, is when you are intern and he's like an analyst. I forgot. Very good. I forgot it even in Portuguese. Efetivado. I remember. And
Hired.
we
I think
hired.
no. I think.
Yes, hired. Yes.
I
It
think
can be
hired. Or promote.
yes, remove or hired. Thank you, Gabriel. And I had a lot of things to do. And today
We're intern. We're intern.
I were yes.
Like,
I was intern before. So and nowadays I can relax on my weekends. I can just do whatever I want because I don't have determined things to do. And sometimes I think, oh, I have to study, I have to do another thing to my improvement. So I feel the same, Natalia. Sometimes I don't know the expression to this, but I cobro myself a lot.
Yeah.
It, and thinking about our grandparents and our parents, do you think we have more information than them?
Yeah, but not necessarily we have more knowledge. But of course, we have more information and we have more easier information. Like if I don't know something, I can just Google it and have the information in seconds. And they needed to start to search on encyclopedias or talk with a person who have that kind of information, like an expert. So we have access for information, and we are bombarded, I don't know, bombardeados with information all the time. So it's really different from our grandparents.
Yes, I totally agree about the difference between information and knowledge, and that it's a good point. And bombardeado is bombed. I search here. And for you, Gabriel?
Number 4, right?
Yes.
I think I have more information, but I believe strongly that social media not so good for my mother, for example, because he spent much time in the Facebook and read about many fake news and believe in all fake news. And sometimes I needed to comprove that is the fake. It's complicated, but I believe and you can see it in our working too. I believe our generation is more I don't know the expression in English, but is more caratapa to learning new things and try new changes in our life than the last generation. For example, here today in my work, I need to do manage audit is a checklist to verify if the ambient is okay, if the security is a safe place, or you needed to improve anything. And we needed to do it in an app, in the process map. It's a common app in companies for quality and the safe and health department. And I needed to do, and my co-worker is a man, old man, I think that's 15 years old, and we will try together to do the audit. And I will reading some things, how to say it. When I see my co-work, I will not try it. Because I don't know how to say. This is more difficult. I can try it to do it, and so I believe our generation is more prepared because we were in the moment that the technology evaluation increase highly, and we needed to absorb this information and learning about it and training the next generation, the old generation, and that it force us to do learning more fast, for example, or is more open to new things and the new apps, the new information, the new ways to do the same thing that we will say in the past. I believe that's it. I have some more information because I needed to learn more fast, for example, than my grandparents.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we grow up together with the technology and the evolution. So I remember when I was a child, my grandmother had a computer because she had more money than my family, my father and my mother. So she started with computers, and I went to her house to play the games, and then I had a one computer and then another and on school, and I was like together with the technology, the evolution. So I think it's easier to us to understand the process. And today we are here on Zoom, and tomorrow it will be another platform, and we need to adapt for in this other. So ChatGPT is a good example. Like, it's new, but it's easier to us to understand and go there and ask a question and make process for this. But my mother, for example, she don't have this click to go there and open chat and work with him. So it's a big difference.
Yeah, I remember when I was a child, my father bought our first computer, and I was just like, okay, I will use the computer. And my father was like, you broke the computer, stop. And he was afraid, and I was like, okay, I will learn. We are not afraid to learn, and we are not afraid to try new things, and they are.
Right.
It's a totally different mindset.
Yes.
I have a situation for share with you. Today I have an intern, like to Ana Clara said before, and my intern helped me with the lab tasks and the development task. And now we are testing a new processor to develop a new model. And this intern needed to. I am the training him, and I say for him, hey, blah blah blah, Joãozinho, um moment, take this MCU and open the software of it and try to blink a LED. Blink a LED is the first example that you can do in microprocessor in the embedded system area. Blink a LED is a pisca LED. É exemplo inicial. Okay. So I lock another clock and waiting for the time what this coworker needed to ask a help. And I think this guy asked me 5 or 6 times help to how do you say it, and you trying so you can do it, but do search in the YouTube, do search on the documentation of this model. No, so you can see there to know how you need to do. And in the end of the day, I say for this intern, hey guy, you needed to quebrar a cabeça to learn some things. No ways you have some people to help you. How do you it in your career? Is difficult, but you training your mind for how I can discover how do you it, for example. And I believe our generation is more preparation for it than the next generation. See, you have the old generation, our generation, in the new generation. The new generation, for example, have to want to put in the ChatGPT, how do you eat, and put, okay, is done,
Yes.
but not it. How do the process for do it that ChatGPT deliver for us? You needed to train intelligence, artificial intelligence. You needed to learn about the inputs and the outputs, what's correct, what's wrong. And this generation want to very fast, very simple. And you needed to put in this interface and give the information and go ahead for the next task. Not it. And it's interesting because this guy wasn't, I don't know how to say it in English, but this guy was angustiado, that can discover how blink the LED is I forget, but is how do you say in English? But it's engraçado because you see how this generation is different. It's very crazy in some things, but can do more things that our generation did. I believe strongly.
How old is he?
Yeah, I was going to ask this.
Can you repeat, please?
How old is he?
How was? I think this intern is 20 years old. Not so different. For example, I have 7 years more than, but the ways of the mind is very different. I don't know why.
It's because exactly like Ana Clara said, we grow up with technology, and when he was born, he already have technology. We don't.
Yeah.
Like for me, I saw internet de escada.
Yeah, we are growing with the technology now.
Yeah.
I remember the VR Turbo, I think. Yeah, so you needed the internet connection, and you needed the I don't know how do you say it in English, but the provedor. You need two things. You need two things. Now you put the Oi or Vivo and go ahead.
Yes, we have internet all the time.
You remember the 3G?
Yes, 3G.
Yeah.
The modem, yes.
Yes.
I remember when the telephone companies offered some plans that you have a limited time to talk with, or the limited message daily.
Yes.
Exactly. It was for me, for example, I needed to wait until night to use internet because my mom needs to use the telephone. And now we have internet all the time, free internet every place, everywhere. And to use cell phone. I had time to use cell phone. Now we have cell phones all the time. Everything. To see a movie, we need to go to the locadora, Blockbuster.
Yeah.
We needed to wait to have the things, and now it's
a special time.
Yeah.
I remember when I asked for my mother, give me $1 or $2 to spend a time playing video games at the locadora. And I went to the locadora and spend 1 or 2 hours playing video games. It's very good. It's very, like, for example, when the Friday, and you go with your family to locadora and try some films to assist in the watching in the weekend, and take out the movie in the Monday. It's very good. Yeah, and now you take your control TV and put in the Netflix, and watching this movie anytime is good, real. It's good. You never lost the move in your house and pay additional tax because you forget the move, but you lost the moment that you go to the locadora and you go to with your family, discuss what movie you were watching in this weekend, and you lost the local business because I think don't exist more locadoras, right? I think
Yes, I think
the
almost
the things
impossible.
changed. Our environment is was changed for moving for watching a movie.
Mhm. Yes.
I was talking with my coworkers about it. For example, now I want to watch an soccer match, the Fla-Flu today. What where you watch this match because we have Netflix, we have Amazon Prime, we have the Star Plus, we have the Disney, we have the Premiere. For example, I think that I spend for monthly 100 reais in the I forget streaming.
It's very yes.
Yep. For example, watch the Grêmio match. I have the Premiere, the Amazon, because the Copa do Brasil is in the Amazon, but the Campeonato Brasileiro is the Premiere. Difficult to exact.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a really good point to think about the difference of generation. I like it this point that we arrived at. We grew up with the technology, and the generation before us didn't have anything, and this one, the new one, have everything. So it's funny to see this difference and why everything works in this way, related with the different generations. So it was really good to think about this today.
Guys, I was remembered from facts.
What?
My uncle, facts.
Facts.
My aunt actually had a fax, and when we needed to receive the fax, we needed to go to her house and wait for a fax. And now we can just send a photo or an email or anything. Yeah.
It's easier.
Oh, I am feeling very old right now.
Yes. Really good. And we have other question here. What topics would you like to know more information about? What topics would you like to know more information about? Something that we're learning. I can share. I am learning, trying to learn music. So I play guitar, but I don't know too much the theory. So I know I can play some musics, but I want to know more information about music. And it's difficult. I am feeling I am a teenager who is trying to understand the history of Brazil or the things, because we need to go in that point. And today we have everything in our hands, as we were talking about. So to study new information about some topic, it's a process. And it's not about engineer or something that it's easy to me to get, but music and the history and the rules about is difficult to me. So it's been hard to know. but it's something that I would like to know more about information.
Mm, not a specific theme or area, but I believe I would like to know more information or more easily get this information from different area. For example, in the engineer area, you have some articles or books that you need to pay to get this access. Uh, understand the side from the author side, but I would like to see it from the point of view that you want to make science, you want to make the science, and so you needed to get the best information of free ways. And now, for example, when I needed to get some articles, maybe I needed to use the script. Not is a so good way to get this information, but is the way that I can get this. So I believe that it's
Yes.
or you this question is good for talk what topic you I don't know how you translate this phrase for the negative way, negative form. For example, que tópico você quer aprender? Que tópico você não quer aprender? For example, in the internet is very population of hate and pornography and something not so good for us. Fake news, how we say today, for example. It's a reflexive question.
Yes. Maybe you, what topics would you like not to know about information?
Oh, yeah. Fake news, of course. Gossip. Lyrics. Música, like
Yes.
music that I don't even heard from myself, but I know the lyrics. I don't know why. It's like a scratch in my mind. And yeah. And I would like to know more about Spanish. I am currently studying Spanish, so I want to have more information, more knowledge about Spanish.
Yes. Just some random thing to Gabriel. Gabriel, here, I live in Rio and it's fireworks all the time because the game will happen. So I don't know if you're listening, but it's some noise here because sometimes people are like, I think fireworks, like fogos, and because Flamengo and Fluminense games, and it's like all the time until the start.
You live near from Maracanã?
No, but everybody is or Flamengo.
Yeah, is classic Matt. Is the derby? Is a good derby.
Yeah, I have one neighbor who is Vascaíno. He's Vasco, and I think he watch all the Flamengo's games because even Flamengo is playing or not, he is making some noise about this. So I think he wants to be Flamengo, but it's just something random. I remember Gabriel talking about this. Guys, oh my God, we don't have more time, but I think the last question is good to answer. How do you gather information? How do you catch information? Or how do you be informed about the things?
So guys, I'm sorry, but I need to drop out because some things I needed to do here in my house. 10 situations.
Okay, Gabriel,
I'm
see
sorry.
you.
See you.
Bye-bye.
So, Natalia.
Oh, I try to see news, to search news and to be always informed. If I am intending to have information, is in that way. But sometimes the information just came to me. And what about you?
Yes, I try to read something in the morning about the day. I don't like to watch TV, but there is the news is the number of the newspaper. It's in 5 minutes you can know something about the world, and Brazil is the news, not the name. And it's good to be informed about general things, but in general I prefer to not be informed about what is happening. So maybe when I am on Instagram and appear something more important, I know, but I think the information come to me more than I go to get some information about. Oh, Natalia, I think I need to close and finish for today, but I will send here the survey. Next week I'll be here again, and if you want to join and make some suggestion about topic,